How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to No More Light, the second half of the Duality campaign. How's everybody doing? How are you guys doing? It's been a day. Yeah, you haven't slept, you dumb bitch.
I'm regretting my life decisions.
As you should.
Before or after your decision to not sleep?
How's it going, Eclipse?
Both.
It's fair.
I was regretting it when I made the decision and regretting it after as well.
But do you regret the decision to buy your Ahigo shirt?
My what?
Just
Was that not you?
Ignore him. I'm sure
No,
it probably
genuinely,
was
was that not you?
Minoru. I'm sure it probably was Minoru.
I didn't show it to anyone, but I did buy one. I didn't show it to anyone here.
I would have just said it wasn't you and moved on with your day.
No, I'll start. I have one. It's a sweatshirt too, not a shirt.
I swear to God, you showed me this.
I did
You're
not.
playing Apex.
Did
I have a
not.
bath towel.
Ow.
Timmy, I know you have an Ahigo bath towel.
Anyways, let's get right into it while you guys give me those D100 rolls, because you're the only three here.
Where's
I can't.
Dave?
I need your IP.
Oh,
You
did
click
it
it
change?
in the.
No, he can't use the same one as you.
Oh.
I'm
Shut
special.
your stupid Minoru.
How am I stupid? How would I know that?
Minoru doesn't know networking.
That's true.
Yeah. Fuck out of here.
Still the wrong one.
Oh, Ooh. literally looked at the one I needed. I was like, I don't need that one. I need this one. I copied the wrong one and sent it to you. There you go. No, I knew it was Nyx Wolf. I knew who you were when you said that you changed. Why'd you change? Snyder Girl thinking it was Wednesday all day, saw the notification tonight. Alrighty. So D100 rolls. We got a 20 from Ridley. Not a great start.
I can hear Steven twice.
Where
Alright, what am I doing?
Giving me a D100 roll. Why can you hear me twice?
So I pulled up your stream.
Oh,
89.
89 and a 78. All right, Ridley, what happened last time?
I honestly don't remember.
Something lit a ship on fire, something Malum and Grissif infected themselves. Anybody want to help him out?
I had conversation with
Go ahead.
with what's his name? I still can't remember his name. Get his name on my head. In my head. I'm very good at this. We're all
Bone.
very good at this. Bone, there we go. That one. We're all
I was
very
gonna
good
say
at
Yone,
this.
Oh boy.
We all play League of Legends.
How
They've
did
restarted the addiction.
How did that transfer into this? What?
Because Timmy said
Yone.
Timmy almost said Yone.
Yeah.
Got it.
Forehead. Pay attention to the conversation that you're a part of, Forehead.
I'm sorry, I'm setting up all your shit for the night, Fivehead.
You do that.
My brain
before
isn't
session?
here, so you cannot give me 5 heads. Haha.
Yeah? Yeah? That's why
Yeah.
you're short.
I'm not short. That doesn't make any sense.
Jackson,
How tall are you?
verdict?
We've already
I'll tell
gone over
you.
this. He's the same height as all three of us.
Yeah.
You short.
The
Y'all are
majority. The majority. Get out of here.
It's the same height as the majority, and the majority is short.
That doesn't make any sense. Then we're all equal.
Oh,
No,
we
I'm
may be the
6'5".
same. We may be the same height, but we're not equal.
Not short though.
You are a player. You live to suffer.
Timmy, you're the only one here who isn't short.
Oh, thanks.
What?
It's because Timmy just big brains his way to height. Obviously.
It's because every time I go down to the cabin, he keeps trying to scare me by pretending to be a ghost.
What?
I've only lost 2 limbs so far.
What?
Excuse me?
Explain?
Did I miss?
What?
Did I just sleep through Timmy's fake ghosting?
Yeah, I'm very
No,
confused.
did you not hear him moaning outside the tent every night?
That was the Wendigo.
Or walking through the woods in that hood?
No.
It was really funny.
No. He's not a cultist. Anyways,
Are you
moving
I
right along.
am so confused.
I have that stored away. I need to get it out this year.
Yeah. Is that why you gave me the spear? Am I part of the cult now?
If
Got the sacred weapon, so.
look.
Nice.
Everybody at the cabin knows better than to walk through the woods with a hood at night. That's a very good way to get shot.
By everyone. Except Drew. Is it meme time, Toko, or am I gonna make you all cry again? Only time will tell. Anyways, so where you guys ended off, you had just put out the fire on the main deck. Oh, we should probably introduce our
Oh, yeah.
characters. We have Sathar, played by.
The Mighty Orion. Pleasure to be here.
We have Ridley Monroe, played by.
It's me, Justicar.
And we have Zeos, played by.
The Minoru, hello.
And nobody else is here.
Yeah, we've lost 2.
Anyways. Oh yeah, Sky, I told Nyx Wolf that I would tell you that their name is now Eclipse. There, I've done it. Anyways, you guys ended on the ship as you had spotted the port ahead of you.
Excellent. Sathar is going to retire downstairs to put on his finest perfume.
What's it smell like?
He doesn't have any perfume.
So what's he putting on? Kikamori toxin.
Just putting on
He's
pure
taking
poison.
he's taking a sponge bath. That's what he's doing. That's his best. Soap.
What's his best soap made of?
Well, considering all soap is acid and fat,
I want to know what's
Mostly
I
from-
want to know what's going on in Sathar's life.
it's probably homemade soap made out of people.
The people on the side of the ship.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so excited for this filler episode.
Who said this was going to be
Is
a
it-
filler episode? Just because they miss
is-
sessions doesn't mean I'm going to slow down.
Is this the recap episode where we spend the entire time?
I was just saying that because you're trying to figure out exactly what its soap is.
Yeah, well, I wanted to know where he got fucking soap.
He made it from the people on the side of his ship.
Ridley, what are you doing?
From the bone marrow of the dead people that.
Or Sathar, are you making Ridley dress up at all?
Oh, yes, good call. Yeah, I'm gonna recommend to Ridley that he should put on his kingly attire. And then pause for a
So
second
we're
and
just-
ask him if he brought his kingly attire.
So we're just going right out in the open then.
Here, yes. Don't necessarily announce yourself as king, but wear the attire.
He just puts on a mustache.
Kingly
You can wear
attire,
that,
they
but you
say.
also need like fine clothes.
I mean,
Did we rest
Ridley-
at
or
all?
He's wearing fine clothes, so
Oh, okay.
he spends a second to mend it up so it's not all wrinkled and whatnot.
Have we rested at all?
Yes, we can say you've rested.
Short rest or long rest?
Long rest.
Okay.
Zeos,
I will
are you?
take it.
Do you even have special clothes? Do you even know what's going on?
No idea, and I. Let's go with no. No, I do not.
Hey Zeos, how attached to your wrist are you?
Very.
Cool. In its current form, or like, can I brand you?
No.
Okay, let me rephrase. It's branding or handcuffs. Your choice.
Why?
The place we're going and the people that we're going to be meeting with, don't really like. Well, you.
What did I wait? What? Why
What?
me?
Not you particular,
Uh huh.
just like you.
Specifications.
He's gonna point
race?
around the ship.
Is it the race? Is it because I'm an Esmir? Esmir? Fuck.
It's because you are. Well, I mean, you die. Eventually.
Ah, so people who aren't living. There, and I'm alive.
Well, I mean, I'm alive.
To what extent?
I'm immortal.
Zeos, you're just gonna feel someone leaning behind you, and Vonet's going to say, he's saying because you can die, that he needs to make you a prisoner.
Hmm.
Correct.
Can I
Or
have the
pet
key?
or bodyguard, your choice. You're an assassin, right?
Uh-huh. It's easier if I have the key though. I don't have to pick it if I just have the key.
Or I could just brand your wrist.
I'd rather not.
I mean, it's small, it's simple, and then we can heal it afterwards, probably. Ridley, what do you think? Brand his wrist?
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean,
Requires fire, so yes.
oh, also, Ridley, you don't need a brand, as long as you stay in your kingly attire.
No, I got that.
Excellent. You don't happen to be a king, Zeos, do you? Are you?
Not as far as I know now.
Vonet's
I don't
just
know
gonna kind of look up like, oh, they've done something different with the City Lights.
Okay.
His father was one of, from what I've been told, his father was one of the city's spy masters, so he should be able to get off on that regard alone.
Is your father Jack?
No. No, his father's not Mr. Moriarty.
Either way,
Hi, Dave.
Hi, I'm late. I fell the fuck asleep.
It's fine, they're
Okay.
getting ready to go ashore.
Oh, all right. Hey Google, lights on.
That was really pretty. I liked that. I liked to watch that.
so Zeus,
Yeah.
brand or cuffs? And when I say cuffs,
Like-
I mean shackles, to be clear. It's hands and wrists. And feet.
How would I
And-
do like a ball and chain for my feet or what?
I'm not
Kinda-
getting you
what kind-
married.
No, for my feet. You
Oh! I'm sure I still have some downstairs. He's gonna wander below deck for a little bit.
Why are we
I
locking up
I think I'm good.
Bird Brain?
Because
For
he
one,
can
I'm not a
die, which
bird.
means technically they would want to do the same thing to you.
He's gonna wander above deck with handcuffs, ankle brace or ankle shackles, and like thigh shackles. Don't ask him where he got thigh shackles.
I think I'm good.
It's one or the other or death. Those are your three options.
Mm,
Are you really considering it this long? It's death.
I don't think-
Don't mortals normally fear that?
when you're raised as an assassin, though? No, not really. No.
Mm,
I told you I was raised as an assassin, did I not?
You did.
Assassins typically, as far as I know, any assassin I've ever met, don't fear death.
Can you keep your hair in a like ponytail?
It's in a hood. I don't take off the hood.
Can I see your forehead?
Why do you need to see my forehead?
I'm just gonna mark you then.
What part of no?
Not with a brand. Just don't get wet.
So sharp, so like a pen?
Charcoal, but yeah. Extinguished charcoal.
Whatever. Whatever makes you happy, I guess.
He's gonna walk over.
Contract back out. Well, will you sign this then?
No, not that.
He's gonna walk over, pull out a piece of charcoal, and hand it to Ridley and tell him to sign his name on Zeos's head.
Okay. Ridley goes and does it.
Okay.
Excellent. Hey, Jack, you're living, right?
Yeah, as far as I know.
You can die of old age.
I don't know. Hang on.
You've been
Yeah.
here before.
ET.
Yes.
He yelled
Yelled-
for Viet.
Oh. I thought he was yelling. I literally thought he was yelling at somebody off screen.
No.
Viet walks down below deck. What?
Do we die of old age?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we can look like any age, so I didn't know.
Fair. Yes, we can die of old age. No, it shouldn't be a concern. They got rid of that practice like 50 years ago. He's just gonna walk back above deck.
He's gonna look at Zeos as they hear that, just with his drawing on.
I before he even looked at me, I already wiped it off.
Oh well, that's good.
It's charcoal. Not gonna stay.
Much better than getting branded and finding that out. That would have been awkward.
Yeah.
You live, you learn.
Wait, are we going into Swarwulu?
Yes.
I'm a Swarwulu spy master. I have nothing to worry about here.
Okay.
All right. So the boat pulls in and the sailors tie it up, and most of them are looking like as you guys are walking through to leave the ship, obviously first because you're the important people on the ship. Most of these sailors are putting on clothes like they're about to go experience some nightlife.
I'm just gonna look at them and say nothing.
Vonet just walks to the side of the ship, waiting at the gangplank, looks down at his kind of just blood-drenched clothes and just snaps and cleans them with prestidigitation. He looks up at y'all. So, are we ready?
Yes. Also, is this better, chat?
Oh my god.
Yes, but I turned you way up, so I need to turn you
Yeah,
back down.
Yeah, that was so loud. Dear God.
I
My
apologize.
ears. You're good.
You don't have to pray to me. It's okay.
I realized my arm bumped my mic input dial, so I turned it back up.
Mm. Alrighty. I need not this. Is it this? Ah, it is this. Alrighty. So, as you guys get ready to get off the ship, you see that because it is almost dawn, the city seems pretty much dead.
Does the city still look like what I remember?
The city looks like it is.
Like
What do you remember?
the layout? Like, do I know where I'm going?
When was the last time you were here?
Probably a few centuries.
It absolutely does not look like what you remember.
All right. Spymaster,
Aye.
where is the castle?
It's right there.
I feel like the biggest thing in the city.
How
would
do
be
we get?
very
Okay,
obvious.
let me correct my. Yep, that's on me. How do we get to the castle?
I recommend using your feet.
Oh!
Got him.
That was in character.
He's just gonna look at Ridley and go, "That was a good one." Anyways, and just start wandering up, like walking
Come-
towards the big building.
Come with me. I'll show you the easy way that's less likely to get your pockets picked.
Oh.
Alrighty. Let me just get this uploaded for y'all.
We got a map.
You
It
do
also
have a
says
map.
game paused.
That's
Just
fine.
FYI. I don't know.
Yep, that's fine. This one, this one, this one. Alrighty. Well, that didn't work. There we go. Alright, I gotta add you guys to this. Uno. Dos. Trace.
My God, I need to make a meme monk class now called the Way of the Donnybrook.
Alright, there you guys go. This is welcome to Swirlulu.
Can't see shit.
It broke it in your
Yep.
tokens again.
Yo, hidden rock?
You have a hidden rock.
I don't know. There's a place here in Honolulu called Hidden Rock. Right down here.
I can't see anything.
Oh, I see the map.
I'm aware
Fine.
that you see the map and they do not.
Oh. That's awkward.
There you go. You should all be able to see the map now.
Look,
Hey.
Hidden Rock.
In a map.
Yeah. Hidden Rock.
It's not very hidden.
Nah, it's very hidden.
Do you think it's made out of rock?
That is a great question.
It's a pretty solid
I mean,
question.
it seems to be lying, so I don't think so.
I don't know. Can you see the rock? Just because it's on the map doesn't mean we can see it.
But it's not hidden if it's marked on the map.
But who says it's exactly where it is on where it says it's on the map?
It's still not hidden.
More hidden-
Can I smack Zeus upside the head?
Yeah, can somebody
I'm
can you
not-
just hit him and break them out of this infinite loop? This is like Ridley just asking why every time Zeus proposes something.
Why?
Don't you fucking start.
Why not?
Why?
Why can't it be?
Oh, blessed silence. Blessed server mutes. Anyways, Zathar and Ridley, you guys heading straight for the fort?
Yes,
Why?
because that's where I will get a bed,
Yes.
and probably you.
Well, he can't respond to you anymore because he said why.
Oh, I was so tempted.
Anyways, you can all speak again.
That's not the right camera. I'm on
Alrighty.
the right camera, bitch. There we go.
So you all head into the city and you head up this road towards the. Here, I'm just gonna toss you something.
Oh, it keeps going up.
That's
wasn't there
not
before.
close to the right one. Why? Fuck! I did it.
What did you do?
Mute yourself.
Yeah, I'll mute myself. Alrighty. So, you are all... That's not what I wanted. There we go. That's what I wanted. You guys are in the city now.
Puffy made a meme for yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. Alright. So you head to the main fort. And as you head to the main fort and the sun starts to come up, you see, like, regular people coming out of houses and start, like, heading to shops and jobs and such.
I'm gonna look at Ridley and tell him not to acknowledge them.
Ridley puts his hand down.
You say you put your hand up, like, to wave?
He puts his hand down.
Oh, got it.
Because he was already trying to wave.
Alrighty. As you all head through this kind of city, you eventually arrive at what very clearly used to be like a pristine white wall. And you can see around the base of the wall is nothing but bloodstains for the bottom like 6 feet of this 30-foot wall. And at the top of the wall, you can see Dark Brotherhood agents on spikes.
I'm gonna lick the wall.
You're gonna lick...
Sorry, did you say you're gonna lick the wall?
Yeah.
Are the agents alive? Any of them?
Some of them are still screaming.
Cool. I'm gonna go grab one of them.
They are 30 feet up a wall.
That's
When he
fine.
moves to try to grab one, I'm going to put my hand on him and say,
I slap my hand away from you. This is my home, not yours, bitch.
when you die, it'll be on you.
I'm gonna shoot one and then spare the dying, and then shoot it again, and then spare the dying. Rinse, repeat until I'm satisfied.
So you pull out the gun and you fire it the
Sathar
first
is
time.
before he does this, Sathar is just going to put his hand in front of Ridley and step back away from him, creating distance.
So you
And
fire.
Zeos too.
You're also gonna take
Oh.
Veos with you.
Yeah, I'm taking Zeos with me.
So
Oh.
you fire the first shot, and you watch as the first guy just spare the dying. He's stable, just still screaming. You fire the second shot, and after you fire the second shot, you see crossbows being raised up behind the wall, and they're pointed over the wall down towards you.
Honey, I'm home.
They're just gonna look down at you. And who are you?
Ezekiel returned from the heavens. It's Jack.
You hear kind of like somebody run off on top of the wall. And several minutes later, with these crossbows still trained on you, a face looks over the wall, looks down at you. You're not Jack.
Yeah, about that. Let's have a talk, because I'm definitely Jack, and I just turn into someone else. And then I do it again. I have some things to report.
From the top of the wall, you hear one of them yell changeling.
Okay.
And the gates open in front of you as a set of men in black armor that completely covers everything, including you can see that they have like literal glass over their eyes, runs out and makes like a half circle around you.
Oh no, when I see them coming out to do that, ninja vanish.
What? What is ninja vanish?
Means stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are you trying to hide in this open area in front of this fort? Because the fort is here.
I'm pretty sure I took the warlock thing that lets me hide in plain sight.
Link it. Should be on your sheet.
I'm trying to remember how my sheet works. I just woke up. Found my sheet. The sheet on here doesn't have our level.
Oh, you're right. Let me fix that.
Where's the sheet on here? What? There's a sheet on here?
Okay. Well, now you're level 6.
Hey, okay. I'm like, wait, that says level 5. That's not correct.
Well, what ability is it?
Oh, I took Devil's Sight and Agonizing Blast. Do.
Where the hell is this sheet on here?
Hey, can you update my sheet?
I'm updating your sheet right now. Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. It's the third tab on the right side.
It's the one with the skull.
Never mind. I don't hide. It's either a thing I elected against or don't have access to yet.
Yeah. So these guys come out and they make a half circle around you, and one of them yells, "Down on the ground, hands behind your head."
I drop my handler's name and say, "Bring him out here. He can verify I am who I say I am."
Well, then you're in a spot of bad luck
Oh, why is that?
because he was assassinated by one of your kind 6 years ago.
I've been in prison basically for the last 10. Okay, bring me so-and-so then instead. As part of my background, there will always be somebody I can call on. Period.
We'll bring them to you, but first, down on your stomach, hands behind your back.
That's not what you said the first time. Which instruction would you like me to follow?
The second one.
Then lower your weapons and I will.
They're gonna look at you, Sathar, and just kind of the people standing off to the side. He really doesn't understand how this works, does he?
Before we get to that, did Ridley see my thing in chat?
He didn't even see it yet either. That's great.
The entire stream saw it though.
Oh, what? What?
The meme has been made in the D&D chat.
No, he is not very good at following instructions.
And who are the rest of you?
This is he's gonna point to Zeus and just say, Zeus, our bodyguard, and this is Sir King Ridley, and I am Sathar.
King Ridley of what?
Hello, my name is King Ridley Monroe of Kali. How do you do?
They're just kind of looking at you all. They look back at Jack and they look back at all of you and they go. One of the guards looks at the rest. He goes, "You two," points to two of the guards, and he goes, Take the three of them to court."
Be careful. His name's Zeus. His father is. I can't remember his father's name. If he's around, reintroduce them. He was being groomed to take his place.
Hey, Aurora. The people want to see you.
Doggo!
Sir, guard, happy to go with you. Totally understand protocol. Could you help me win a bet really fast?
What?
Could you shoot Jack for me?
We're not in the habit of harming prisoners, and he kind of glances up the wall and he goes, unnecessarily.
Damn it! He's gonna pull
Is
up
that why
5
you
gold
got
and hand
upset
it to
that I
Ridley.
kept shooting those guys?
Ridley just has his hand out, just waiting.
Well, I will.
just-
He's gonna
I'm
look
just
at
gonna
you,
whisper
Jack.
over
He's
the
gonna
guy,
go,
"You
I
could just
will
shoot him in
admit
the
that
foot."
is why they were initially upset. But now I'm sure they just have more questions to ask you.
Fabulous. So let's go get the questions out of the way.
Fantastic. Lay down on your stomach, hands behind your back.
No.
He's gonna he's
so
gonna
Tara's
hold
gonna
up he's gonna
stop.
hold up a hand with 3 fingers, and you're going to audibly hear the crossbows at the top of this being primed. Then he's gonna
Okay.
look at Sathar and he's gonna look at Sathar and he's gonna look back at Jack. He's gonna go, down on your stomach, hands behind your back.
The Sathar is just.
This
holding
is
the
my
5 gold
home, and I
in his hand.
hate to inform you, but I outrank you, whelp.
Fire! Give me a dex save.
Sure. And then I'm going to shoot the guy in the face.
You are if you survive these crossbow hits.
Hey, I found the saves button.
Nice.
Mhm. Ooh.
16. Not bad. So we'll call that a success. So you're going to take half of these. Check my compendium real quick. I don't have the
Sathar's gonna snatch the 5 gold out of Ridley's hand, and then hold
Ridley-
his hand out.
Really sad he pulls out 5 gold.
Munch me my items. Alright. I guess I'm looking this up the old-fashioned way. I forgot to load the compendium, Jackson.
Oof.
Okay, so
Just
you are
load it
going
faster.
to take 10d10 instead of 20d10. Or I can
Oh
just
boy.
roll both and you can take half. How do you want to do it? 10d10 or 20d10 and just take half?
Doesn't matter.
Ooh. That's a lot of damage.
You down?
Oh, yeah. A lot.
Are you dead?
Except... no, because it's not double my max.
Okay, I wanted to make sure of that.
Except I might not even be down. I need to read a thing because I've never used this subclass before. As he, that wouldn't have helped.
Because you have to make a save plus damage, right?
To do what?
Are you undying or fathomless? Warlock. Subclass.
Undead.
Okay, I know there's one of them that lets you make a save against damage. It's like a con save plus damage taken. And if you succeed, you stay at 1 HP.
Oh, yeah, no, this Form of Dread gives me bonus HP.
Mm.
But it only gives me a max of 12 additional HP, which would not have been enough.
So, you all, the other 3 of you just watch as Moriarty refuses an order, calls this guy a whelp, and then just gets littered with crossbow bolts. And as he goes down, 2 of the guards are going to step forward, and they're going to pull out caster shackles.
It's a little hard to question someone that's dead. He doesn't look like he's moving.
Trust me, he'll be fine. Probably.
The
Anyways,
guard's
he's
gonna
not
look.
dead, his
The
leg is
guard's
twitched.
gonna look at you, Zeos. You want what
Yeah.
he's having?
I mean, no, but I was just pointing out the fact that
Sathar is gonna put his hand over Zeos' mouth and he goes, he apologizes profusely. Don't you, Zeos.
Vonay's gonna lean in and go, I recommend you say yes, boy.
okay.
And they are gonna shackle Jack, pick him up, and carry him into the building. And then the 2 guards that they sent are going to look at you, Sathar and Ridley, and go, Lord, King Ridley, if you will follow us. Although I suppose, my apologies, Emperor Monroe. and they
Yes.
are going to lead you.
Would you mind, sir, if our bodyguard tagged along?
Oh,
If not, I totally understand.
no, of course. Your entire entourage is welcome within these walls.
We appreciate it.
And they are going to lead you into. They're going to lead you into like a waiting room outside.
Do
of
I
the
need to
main
make
hall.
death saves, or did they already heal
No,
me?
they stabilized you when they put the shackles on you.
So they stabilized me. They didn't bring me back to consciousness. They're smart.
Correct. In fact, they did the exact same thing that you were doing to the guys on the wall. They spared the dying you.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring you into like a small room, and one of the guards is going to say, "If you will wait here, we can have a crier prepared for your entrance into the main hall.
Of course.
We have to go wake the queen."
Who's the queen now?
This guy's gonna look at you. Sithar, you can smell souls. Give me a perception check.
Oh no. This may go very poorly, boys.
Oh, it's about to, because those were all vampires. That's why their eyes were covered with glass.
Oh no, not that. I didn't mean to roll advantage.
That's fine. He's going to look at you and he goes, "Oh, I'm sure you two have met." And he's just gonna walk out of the room.
Sathar's tail is just going to not entirely go between his legs, but it's gonna sink for a second. He goes, "Hey, Ridley.
Yes.
Ridley. Quietly. Okay, so if the queen is who I think she is, I may need you to take some heat for me."
Can I roll history for knowing who the queen is?
You
I feel
can.
like that might be something I might have studied.
You can.
She's mentioned in your vampire book.
Well,
Holy
nat
shit,
20.
she's mentioned in your vampire book!
She's mentioned in his history books. I'll message you her name.
Said it as a joke, but
Nat 20s.
yeah.
Says
Told
as
you
a
that Ridley
joke,
reads
then
a lot,
realize.
so-
Then he gets a nat 20 and just like, oh, it is mentioned.
There you go.
Sathar, what did you do? I'm just gonna.
Okay, look. I've spent a lot of time on this plane,
Mm-hmm.
and you get lonely after a little. Look,
Did you?
I have an intimate history with
Uh-huh.
her that may not have ended the best.
Oh, you mean the High Queen?
Do you know her name, Ridley?
Yeah, it was in the books.
What's her name?
Lila Vaughn?
Okay, so this might be a problem. Hopefully she doesn't execute me. Probably not.
You'll
I'll
just
be
come
fine.
back, right?
Well,
I thought you said you're immortal.
I
be
mean, I
fine.
am, but going back to the Nine Hells isn't fun.
We'll come back.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Alrighty. While you guys wait for the crier, Jack, you are passed out in a room when you hear Roran's voice in your head go, "Wake the fuck up!" And you just feel yourself shocked awake.
Fabulous.
Uh,
Where am I?
You are laying in a hallway. There is a guard on either side of you with a hole in their throat.
Oh, fabulous. Roran already took care of that then.
You are still chained up.
Do either of these guards have keys?
Yes, one of them does.
Oh, fabulous. I'll I'll just open the locks with his keys. Oh.
Alrighty. You
Are
open...
these guards vamps?
Well, wait. So the way the caster shackles work is... I'm just gonna turn the video on so you guys... They put shackles over your hands like little mittens.
Yeah, that's fine.
How are you gonna... Are you just gonna try and slide the keyhole onto it?
No. Mitten the keys into the mouth. Use the mouth to turn the key.
Your mouth is gagged. They are caster shackles.
Put the key in
Then
between your
key-
legs.
Hang on. Then I shove the key up against my flesh, between my flesh and the gag, and use that to hold it to turn the key.
I accept this. You unlock yourself and free yourself from these shackles.
I was
was
gonna
also-
say I'm an actual magician. Getting out of things that seem hard to get out of is kind of a thing I think about a lot.
I was also gonna say, couldn't you put the key in between your legs and then put it there and twist?
No, because your knees aren't flat enough to get enough pressure to not keep the key from turning in stiffer
Your
lock.
knees? You wouldn't be able to do it with your knees?
Nope.
He's actually right about that. Unless you
I
have
wouldn't imagine you
unless
would be
you have
wrong.
very bony knees.
Very weirdly bony, flat knees. Yeah.
Yeah, but you are
Alternatively, I could have just transformed into something else, as that's not technically a magical ability. It's a supernatural ability.
but you are freed from these shackles.
Fabulous. I'm gonna integrate the shackles into my cloak, so I can make it appear as if I'm shackled at need.
Your cloak doesn't cover your head, so you can do the hands, but you can't do the gag.
It's made hoods. It's made hoods before.
I guess if they're chained together, yeah, that'll work. How long does that take?
Doko looks at my knees.
Like, I think we agreed on like 5 rounds,
It should
so
be.
30 seconds.
Should be on the ability list. It should be on your features.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck that got stored, because it was under notes.
I had just have D&D and Beyond still on here, still open. Also, how do I look at?
Yeah, you might
characters
just
from
have.
the
You
site?
might just
1
have to-
hour? That's not supposed to be 1 hour. It was a lot shorter
No,
than
I'm
that.
pretty sure it was. That's why I asked.
Oh, well, then I'll just throw them in my bag for now and do it later.
Okay.
The ability to look bound and not be is super useful sometimes.
Yep. So you heading down the hallway or back the way you came?
Well, first, are these guys vampires?
They are in full armor.
Yeah, so I'm going to start peeling armor and figure out if they're vampires.
When you peel the armor off of them, I'm assuming you just start with their helmets.
Yeah.
You
Well,
pu-
yeah, all I need to do is check their teeth.
Yeah, you pull their helmets off, and before you even check their teeth, they are completely pale. Like, white as the day, like, white as, like, paper. With black veins and red eyes.
That's a weird kind of vampire.
You would know from Swarwulu that that's the standard of what happens to an ASMR when they turn into a vampire. At least further down the lineages, away from the first vampire.
Right. So are they dead?
They look like they're just torpid.
Cool. Is there a wooden chair or anything nearby?
You are in an empty hallway. The door on either end.
Okay. Because if I stake him, it won't kill him, but it'll keep him from getting up telling people I've escaped. Okay, I need to go to the secret part of the castle. Quote unquote secret. You know what I'm like, the place where the spies would.
Yep. I'll have you roll history because you haven't been here in 10 years. Sometimes things change. Especially when they, as they've already told you, have had spy masters get assassinated by changelings.
Yeah, I got an 18.
That'll work. So you find
Okay.
your way. Some of the locks have changed and some of the doors are in slightly different, like open slightly different ways, but you make your way back into this. When you make your way back into it, as you get to the back, you see just a human look up from what they're doing and look at you and go, "Yes."
Do I know this human?
You do not.
I'm Blackjack Moriarty. I need to speak with Filthy Phil.
You've been on mission a while then.
Well, I got captured and have spent the last 10 years being tortured, and then I got accosted at the gates by some fucking yuppie putzes.
You mean the guards doing their job?
Yeah. It's inconvenient.
Well, we tried to divine who you truly were, and it didn't exactly work. So,
Yeah, that's been taken care of.
anyways, they're waiting for you to debrief in the next room.
Fabulous.
You'll be meeting with Spy Master Bunvargo.
Oh, Bumvargo. Glad to hear he's still around.
I'm sorry, I just looked down at Minoru's face. Minoru just went,
I did. You're right. Hat time.
hat time?
Hat
Hat
time.
time.
Ferret said hat.
Pirate hat. Captain's hat time. I'm in charge of this fucking tour. Alright, so you head into the next room, and there is a spy master sitting on the other side of what is very clearly an interrogation table, but there's no chains on it. Sit.
I sit. Been a while.
Just need to ask you some confirming details, you understand.
Believe me, I don't remember what I used to look like. I completely understand.
Alright, and you're just gonna watch him, like, cross off 3 or 4 questions on the sheet of paper in front of him. Blackjack Moriarty, in what city did your first mission with the spy order take place?
Chaos.
Jack Moriarty, on said mission, what were your targets?
Identify the Dark Brotherhood's presence there, discern their purpose, and disrupt their leadership.
Jack Moriarty, where was your last check-in? Before your capture, obviously.
It would have been here.
He's gonna lean back and kind of set the notes down.
It would have been here in Swarwooloo, but it was at a pub. It wasn't here at the castle.
What was the name of the pub?
The Drowned Dagger. It's in the Harbor District.
He sets the papers down in front of him. So how exactly did you get captured?
This is going to sound ridiculous, but I tripped, and then they made me dance. And then they dragged me off to a hole in the ground and did things to me. And now they just all need to die.
To be clear about what this man's wearing, this man is wearing, like, a spy... He's wearing the Spy Master uniform, but his face is completely covered.
Okay.
Jack Moriarty, for your service to the Queen and to Swarwooloo, you have been awarded the title of Sir. However, this order no longer requires your services. You will be returned to your friends as a member of the court and treated appropriately. Do you understand?
Yes.
The guards will escort you away. We have sent medical attention to deal with the 2 you left in the hallway.
Fair enough.
And he stands up, opens a door seemingly out of the wall behind him, and walks out of the room.
I start heading towards the,
Yeah, when you exit the room, there's 2 guards waiting for you, and they have the rest of your possessions with them.
Fabulous. Be taking these things. Oh. And I change into something more court appropriate.
What do you look like now?
Black tailored suit with crimson embroidery.
Okay.
And a crimson pocket square.
Okay, what does your face look like now?
Me.
You're staying a changeling?
Yeah.
Okay. You are led back through the hallway where you see that the 2 guards are missing. And
yeah.
they lead you back up several sets of stairs, and they gesture towards a door, and the rest of you hear him walk in through a door in the back of the room opposite where the other guard exited.
If they're going to
Oh.
announce me, they would use the name James and not Jack, as James is my actual name. But Jack is a nickname for James's. And John's. Or Jonathan. Which always weirded me out, because James and Jonathan can both be Jack.
Anyway, BT, we have someone requested a random insult
And a drink.
and drink.
Alrighty. Who wanted the insult?
Mr. Airport Man.
Alright, Mr. Airport Man. Let's see what you get. Sorry it took me so long to get to that. Your shortcoming is your long staying. Having said that, please don't leave. We love you. Thank you. I'm also Toko. Alrighty. So you guys hear as he walks through the back door of this room.
Did you have fun out there? Wherever you went?
Roll me 3d8, and that'll be the amount of health you have, by the way, Jack.
All right.
Yeah, well hydrated.
It was almost
Woo.
an 8.
About
almost higher.
average.
It was almost higher.
Alright.
Can I expend hit dice?
Yes, you can.
Fabulous. How do I do that on this fucking sheet?
If you go to utility, you can just do short rest. I think that gives you the option. Yeah, it gives you the option to select hit. So if you click on your token, right, it brings up all the stuff
Yep.
in the upper left.
Yep.
Utility, short rest gives you the option to use hit dice. When you walk in, Sathar is telling a story about what he did last time he was here. So Sathar, take it away.
Well, he's whispering quietly, and he's just, look, I may or may not have misled's not the right word. Things just didn't end particularly well. Some of the Inquisition showed up, and I left and didn't particularly say anything to her. You know, for
As Jack enters the room, like, hey, how's your adventure? Wherever you
I was
went
gonna
off
look
to.
relieved that he no longer has to explain this.
Ghost
you
of the
can,
Queen.
no, you can keep talking. I'm just.
No, I did not ghost the queen. She was a princess at the time.
So you ghosted the
So
princess.
you ghosted the princess, is what you're telling me.
Not exactly.
No, no, that's exactly what you just said.
I left her a note.
Uh huh.
Did it
So you
say I
ghost
must
mailed
go?
her.
My people need me.
Not exactly.
So you ghost mailed her. You're just saying multiple ways of how you ghosted her.
I don't know why we're so fixated on ghosts here.
It was
Jack,
in the book.
how's getting shot with a crossbow?
No. You're not getting out of this.
Well, I'm a titled lord now, so it wasn't that bad.
Oh, that's
Oh.
impressive.
Congratulations. I think.
Nice.
assume
So
that's
you
a good
did you
thing.
just not respond to her after that?
I didn't hear from her again.
Wait, what's going
It's
on?
He ghosted a princess, the current queen.
Queen.
What,
Yeah.
Again, what is the obsession with ghosts here?
It's more of a
Lily took
Non-
the throne?
When you say Lily, Sathar is going to glare at you.
yes, that one.
Anyways, I'm sure it's fine.
We're gonna find out here soon.
I'll pull out a seamster's tape and take a measurement of Sathar from his foot to
What you
where
doing,
his
Jack?
neck starts, and then a measurement for around his neck.
You do know
I
I
just-
don't actually get coffins, right?
Yeah. It's just more fun for me this way.
I prefer sarcophagi. Several of them have been dedicated to me throughout the world.
Definitely not here.
Well, if you're lucky, she'll
you
just
don't
kill you.
you don't know
if you're
that.
not lucky, she'll trap you for all eternity.
Nah. We'll be fine. Probably.
I'll be fine.
Oh,
So Zeus, explain this ghost thing to me. What do ghosts have to do with women?
As I said, it's from my book.
Ridley. It's more of just remaining to, like, you talked to them for a long time, you were getting along really well, and then you just left.
Well, there wasn't
Like
a lot
a
of talking.
ghost.
Oh, there was a chapter in the Vampirates where one of the pirates died. They turned into a ghost, and they never talked to the lover again. And
That's not what that means, Ridley. That's
Well,
not
I
what
can't turn into a ghost, so I didn't ghost her.
Yeah, that's not what
yeah,
that
but
means.
it turned into like a thing that all the pirates said about ghosting.
as you guys are discussing this, you hear the sounds of trumpets and fanfare, and the
Oh.
door opens behind you. Now introducing
Sounds like the fun's about to begin.
Zathar stands up.
the Emperor of Kali, Emperor Ridley Monroe.
Ridley quickly stands up and then turns around and walks in.
He's gonna whisper, "Remember to bow."
Ridley, when you walk out, you realize that besides this guy holding the trumpet, there's literally nobody else in this court except for a woman sitting on the throne and a man standing beside her.
Ridley's gonna walk up like in front of the woman and give a bow.
Knight of the court, Sir James Monroe.
Moriarty?
That's what I meant. I don't know why my brain.
I walk in and do the nod, as is the custom for someone in my previous position.
The bodyguard, Zeus.
Walk in and do a little.
And the devil Sathar.
And the devil Sathar.
Zathar is just gonna walk in, and how does she look at him?
She is not acknowledging you. She is looking directly at Ridley.
Yeah, that's to be expected. I'm gonna stand next to Ridley. Give a bow.
When you guys enter the room, the crier with the trumpet is going to just slide back through the door you came out of and close it behind him. And you are standing in this eerily, like, very dimly lit, no windows, kind of, like, court, like, main hall. And all you can hear coming from holes in the ceiling is the echoing screams of the people on the spikes on the wall.
Nice.
The queen looks down and she goes, Emperor Ridley, we had the honor of hosting your father here not a few weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, he was... Well, it showed who trained him in the art of courtly courtesies. And she looks at Sathar.
Zathar is going to look like he's gonna start speaking, and then remember. Yeah, he's just gonna stop. Like he's gonna start and then kind of stop himself.
Jack just smiles ear to ear.
I feel
I'm just
like
standing behind Rinley, just like.
you would be happy to know, Emperor Monroe, that he came as an emissary to the false god, and we sent him back in the appropriate number of pieces. So your line of succession now begins and ends with you.
I was just gonna take a deep breath that really doesn't start talking about the Lich.
I don't know what to say. I guess thank you.
The appropriate response.
I also want to say that I apologize for coming at such a weird hour for you. Did not really want to wake you up.
Oh, no. We understand that not everyone follows the same rhythms as our great city. We bear no malice towards you. In fact, we rarely sleep anyways, so this was a pleasant interruption to what would have been hours of study, and she looks at the man standing to the side of her.
Do I recognize the man standing to the side of her?
He's just her advisor.
Okay.
Anyways, what brings you to our great city?
We are on a journey.
Oh? Tell me more.
I don't really know the purpose of the journey. My advisors haven't really told me.
If I may, milady.
Yes?
They seek to rid the world of the wretch that is the Patriarch of Pandemonium. To do so, they come asking for aid. Step 1, acquire a reasonable force. Step 2, acquire technology from the morons to the north that will aid in our quest. Step 3, remove the head of the beast and mount it on a pike for all the land to see.
You make it sound so simple, Sir Moriarty, but if it were just that easy, why would we have not already done it ourselves?
I've been out of the loop for a decade, milady. I just, within the last several weeks, escaped myself.
Emperor Ridley, what do you propose in trade?
There is a right and wrong answer to this, Ridley. I whisper quietly to him.
I nudge Sathar.
You whisper quietly in front of the two people who are absolutely vampires.
Oh, yeah, but it was more for Ridley and the rest of the group's sake than the vampires. I knew they
Fair.
were going to hear me, and it's not like I'm saying anything bad. That's also why I didn't just give him the correct answer.
I'm not quite sure.
So Thar's gonna look at Zeus when he gets nudged and like, hey.
I came here in the advice of a traveler we picked up.
And where is this traveler?
Guys, where's Vonet?
You guys haven't seen Vonet since what I'm just going to call the green room.
So, you not only lost me, but you lost... Okay.
We didn't lose you. We knew
He is not here.
Well,
It's one called Vonet. He must have slipped off somewhere along the way.
she kind of leans forward. What was his name?
Vonet. Didn't really catch his last name.
She looks at her advisor and just says, "Find him." And the advisor just celerities past you all and out the main door. Now, Why? I'm assuming you brought the devil as trade.
No.
Sathar's gonna look offended. Ooh,
But I'm not against it. What he could trade for?
did we really leave off that poorly that you wish to trade for me?
Speak when spoken to. If you give me the devil, I'll give you use of our armies.
That's a pretty good deal, Ridley.
It's a pretty good deal. Kind of look over at Sathar.
I was gonna take a deep breath and just quietly shake his head no.
I don't. I'm pretty sure it's always quiet.
Well,
I'm sorry,
like he's
after,
not
after
saying
conferring
no.
with my party here, we've decided not to. Thank you for the offer, though. Really do appreciate it.
Well, in that case, what do you have to offer?
Sathar, what would we bring to offer?
I mean, besides bonds from Cali that will be repaid upon, us taking back the city, or litany of other things, but mainly power. That is.
How about an alliance with Cali?
Can I speak out of character for a moment?
Sure.
Okay, you guys are all missing the easy win here. We're providing a frontline force who's actually capable of doing the deed at the end of the day. Something that they have been struggling with because they're afraid to throw their best at it for fear of losing them. Is it
Well, yeah.
something
Yeah.
they could handle? Probably. However, we have an actual plan that involves gaining access to resources that they didn't even know exist. The
Look.
plan is what we're offering. The knowledge and the willingness to see it to its end is
Well, I'm
what
gonna
we're
jump back
offering.
into the role of a child king.
Now you've offered an alliance with Cali. What does that entail?
Our expert know-how. You know our
Thar is going to
reputation,
raise his hand.
You may speak, Sathar.
We are here for a multitude of reasons, and not to speak for King Ridley, but
I
we
believe
are
his title is Emperor. Address him justly.
Emperor Ridley. We come seeking an army to help create one of our own, which leads to a second point that, well, we'll get to that. But protection. He's gonna look at Ridley and nod like yes.
I just nods back.
You would offer us protection.
Correct.
Now, to the best of my knowledge, the Cali military currently holds 2 cities, both Kali and Schnung. Which of these 2 cities would you be abandoning in order to protect us?
If all goes according to plan, neither. We would be gaining cities.
So your offer to me is predicated entirely on a task that you cannot complete unless I back you with my support. Am I correct?
Kind of. We might be able to accomplish the
I
task.
was
if
speaking to
you-
the Emperor.
My apologies, Layla.
You know I prefer Lila, Sathar.
As Sathar was mentioning, we are very able to potentially do it. It would just make everything a lot easier if you would give us a hand. You help us out, we'll help you out. That's generally how it goes, right?
And unless you have another task for me, I'm willing to accompany them to make sure that they see it through to the end and fulfill their end of the bargain.
I have no such task for you, Sir Moriarty. You are free to act as an agent of your own free will. As long as you follow all of the city laws. Allow me to be clear. I will have no more of my guards torpored in my own castle. And if the guards give you an instruction, I recommend you follow it next time.
That can probably be arranged.
Well, now, fortunately for us, there is a matter to celebrate. You have returned one of our spy masters to us. So, I suppose I shall hold a feast in his honor. I'll have quarters prepared for you in town. You can return this evening, hopefully with a much more laid out proposal, and I will give you my decision then. Does that sound fair, Emperor Ridley?
I appreciate it.
You need to answer in the affirmative.
You are all free to go. And she kind of just, as she says that, the doors just swing open behind you, and she just leans back on her throne.
I guess I'll lead the way out as hope and everyone follow, I assume.
I'll linger a moment.
I'll lead the way out.
That works too.
Sathar is going to remain standing in front of her.
Oh, this is gonna be...
So Ridley and Zeos left, but Sathar and Jack stayed?
Yeah.
Okay. Something I can help the two of you with.
He's gonna turn and look at Jack. I don't know why he's here.
And you won't. Go about your business.
Well, while the two of you seek to determine whose business is more important, I can assure you it is mine. What do you want?
Lila, I feel I owe you... He's gonna kind of pause and go, an apology.
An apology, Sathar. 300 years. You never contacted me. You didn't even reach out to ask how I was doing when the war started or my father disappeared. You owe me much more than an apology, Sathar.
I was in the Nine Hells for an extended period of time, unfortunately.
Oh? Do they not have sending in the Nine Hells?
It has come to my attention that I may have... What was the word that the boy used? Become a ghost.
You became a ghost.
He's gonna turn and look at Jack.
I have heard far better excuses from quarters who have ended
up dead.
up
Put my hands
dead.
up and do the physical act of washing my hands of whatever Sathar is looking at me for help for.
I'll tell you what, Sathar. I will give you until this evening, when you return, to have a much better reasoning than you became a ghost.
Ghosting? I was ghosting you.
I'm not familiar with
No.
the term, but it doesn't sound particularly good. Would you like to take the time I've given you? Or we can get directly to the banishment.
Well, I'll just be frank with you. I don't have a good explanation.
Ah.
And any attempt at such would be flat out a lie. While I have done many things to you, lie, for the most part, is not one.
I will accept this, and I will give you the time until this evening to come up with an acceptable gift to cement your apology.
He is going to nod and bow.
She's going to, like, gesture that you can leave.
He is going to start walking to the back of the room.
Now you, Sir Moriarty, what can I do for you?
First, I would like to formally apologize for my extended delay in my final report. It was out of my control.
Did you also become a ghost?
No, I became a changeling
Ah, yes.
and was tortured for a decade.
Yes, well. We all have our grievances.
Indeed.
What can I help you with
Second.
now?
The gentleman that came to shore with us, Vonet. You know as well as I do who he is, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
That's why I sent my men to find him.
But it begs the question why he would not return. He
Well-
was here. And he chose at that moment to get cold feet, as it were? I don't understand the reasoning behind it.
My father will present himself when he feels that he has cemented an adequate amount of political power. After all, I am
see.
sitting on his throne.
Yes, but he's been gone for how long?
A very long time.
And out of the public eye longer than that.
Yes, but there are those amongst the nobility who would love for me to abdicate for the one who stopped the Arcanophage.
About that, I have other information that you may be more interested in that I had yet to share.
And you are more than welcome to discuss it with my advisor at tonight's festivities.
Very well. As I walk out of the room, I'll see you tonight then. But it may shed some light as to why you couldn't divine who I was.
Oh, I wasn't aware they had a problem with it.
They had a pretty sizable problem with it. Are you
Yes?
yourself a practitioner of the magical arts?
A queen never tells her secrets, Sir Moriarty.
Fair enough.
And are you leaving?
Yes.
As you leave, the doors close behind you, and they leave the four of you kind of just in this open area between the castle itself and the walls.
Oh no, I'm just gonna start heading towards the walls.
When he turns to leave, Sathara's going to leave the room.
Okay.
But I said he went to the back of the room. I didn't say he left.
Yep. I know. So you both find yourself, and Zeos and Ridley, you would have found yourselves a little bit earlier, just standing in this open area as the sun starts to rise. Like, above the walls. So there's sun.
I was standing at the door.
Oh, were you? Is that what your perception check
That's
was
why.
for?
That's
You were
why I
trying
wrote
to
the perception
listen.
check. Yes, I was listening in.
Okay, you heard.
I'm just
you
wandering
heard
off
what
to the
they said.
city.
Ridley is just wandering away while Zeos listens to the door. So what we'll do is, when the two of you come out, Zeos is right next to the door.
No, I would be holding on to Ridley. Like, no.
Well, were you listening
No.
to the door, holding on to the child?
Yes.
It's not a both thing.
What do you mean it's not a bold thing? I can literally just
Ridley
grab
can
him and
shoot
say,
fireballs
"Ridley, no."
out of his feet.
I was say if you grab onto me, Ridley will grab your hand and his hand will just start burning.
All right.
So y'all walk out. Zeos is next to the door, and Ridley is nowhere to be found.
What did you do with the
Hey.
child?
I didn't do anything with him. He wandered off.
And you let him? You let a child king wander off into a city full of vampires. Just double checking.
Nobody move.
Kind of.
I would like to use investigation to track him.
So tracking is survival.
In a city, it's investigation. Because you're not looking at broken tree branches and shit like that. You're looking for other signs of passage in a populated area. I'm basically investigating his whereabouts as opposed to tracking him in the traditional sense.
Okay. Are you asking around? What are you looking for?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do, the path that comes from the outer wall to the castle door is stone, yes?
Yes.
Okay. We spent a lot of time at sea. Nobody bathed. There's going to be salt buildup on his boots.
I said I
Walking-
cleaned myself.
He did say that when he came in.
Motherfucker. Okay.
I also
Well, no,
mended
because if
my-
you
my
spend an
beard.
extended period of time, there will be salt buildup specifically around your feet. Walking on hard surfaces will disturb that and leave a trail.
Yeah, except Justicar specializes in making Ridley a slippery fuck. So I would say that's the only thing he has proficiency in. Would you agree, Timmy?
I'm just gonna message
My
him
whole build.
or sending him, whichever one's distance. And say,
Sending.
hey-
Message is 120 feet, and you have to have
Yeah.
line of sight or know the person's whereabouts.
Sending and say, hey Ridley, where are you at?
Somewhere.
We still gotta go burn a city, remember?
What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, not capital.
Oh no.
Fucking love you, Timmy.
Ridley, not the
but-
capital.
Yeah, I start
Not
asking
yet.
people if they've seen a toddler walking around with a strange fire in his
Would I,
eyes.
PT, would I have seen which direction he went at least?
Uh,
I would still be watching him. I could still hear the door.
yeah. I mean, you know, he went out the gate.
Got it. Did I see if he went left or right out the gate?
No, it closed behind him.
Well,
Bitch.
that wasn't a great roll, but it wasn't terrible.
Ridley's kind of basically wandering around trying to find like something that might resemble a shop or shops.
All right.
That wasn't a great roll either.
Just give me a flat D20. Dave, I just want to see who the first person you talk to is. All right.
15.
You
And the first person I addressed would have been the guards at the gate.
Yeah, I needed to see if it was the guard you called a whelp or a different one.
Let it be the guard I called a whelp. I'm a titled lord now.
Okay.
He specifically chooses that one. There's another one right next to him. He's just like, no, this guy.
So what are you
I
asking?
won't be able to tell the difference between them.
Oh, true.
What are you asking?
Other than slight, like,
Besides
if there's,
mannerisms
like-
and voices, you cannot tell the difference between these guards. They might as well all be the same person.
right.
Wouldn't this one be the outranking one, so you'd have slight different alterations?
Not that you can see.
No? Okay.
Me just making it canon that the vampires distinguish who is who by smell, and the higher up in the vampire bloodline you are, the higher rank you hold.
Emperor Ridley just passed through here. Which way did he go?
Into the city.
Into the city is the only direction to go from here. Which direction?
Wow, isn't that interesting?
You do know my station, yes?
Yes, and I know that your status as a mortal keeps you below mine, regardless of rank.
We're trying to find the king before he harms himself.
Oh, of course. He went
You
to the
should
dairy
be
harbor,
helpful
he says
because
to
if
Cesar.
something were to happen to Emperor Monroe,
He'd be like
Yeah,
the
I
last
will hold you
emperor of Kali who came
personally
through these gates.
accountable.
Threatening the city guard is not
Mm.
going to be particularly
This isn't the
helpful
city
here.
guard. This is the royal guard.
Oh,
And
Well,
I'm going to
point
roll a
stands.
persuasion.
Roll intimidation.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they're the same.
I know, but what you said was definitely more intimidating than persuading.
That's a 20.
He's gonna look at you. He goes, "Well, I'm not much in the
Pretty
habit."
20.
Kind of looks down. He looks at you. He goes, "He went towards the dairy harbor."
Thank you. It's been noted. And I wink at him and walk away.
So Thor, you just watch as this man like half contemplates holding up his hand again, and then just sets it back down to the side.
he's just gonna lightly pat him on the back.
When you go to pat him on the back, he's going to take a step away from you.
Fair enough.
And then, Zeos, as you walk out, you realize that all of these guards are watching you intently.
Can I help you?
I think they want to help
It's been
you.
a long
Come
time
along.
since an ASMR came into the town.
Well, I have employment to follow around.
Look, if you want to find your father, this is the place to do it. Let's get going, Zeos. That's my polite way of stop talking to the help.
Alrighty. Ridley, you are wandering through the city.
Do I happen to find any shops that are open? Or these seem closed because of the hours?
We can't hear you, PT.
As you head to the harbor, you see that more and more shops are open, as this is the place where most of the mortals in town are. Are you looking for any particular type of shop?
Yeah, I'm looking for a magic shop or a druid shop, maybe.
Alrighty. Alrighty, you managed to find a small magic shop by the, right about, you see where my icon, my thing's floating? Yep,
I'm down
right
here.
there.
I'll just move over there.
The magic shop as you walk in is called the Starpoint Garden. And as you walk in, a gnome comes around the counter, looks at you. Can I get you anything?
Is it Hammock
Hello.
McTamish?
No.
I'm looking for obviously magic, since I'm here.
Yes.
Do you have anything that might help with animals?
Animals. I have a staff of bird calls.
Ooh.
If
And
that,
what exactly does it do? Just make bird calls?
Yes. It's a wooden staff decorated with bird carvings. It has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge from the staff and cause it to create one of the following sounds out to a range of 60 feet. A finch's chirp, a raven's caw, a duck's quack, a chicken's cluck, a goose's honk, a loon's call, a turkey's gobble, a seagull's cry, an owl's hoot, or an eagle's shriek. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff explodes into a harmless cloud of bird feathers and is lost forever.
And I give him a hand.
You guys haven't found him yet.
No, out of character. You realize you can do all those things with prestidigitation, right?
Yeah, I know.
But does
Okay.
Ridley?
Yeah, but does Ridley?
Fuck, that's fair.
Does the
Ridley's-
child who is still trying to learn magic know that?
No, Ridley knows magic. He just
Yeah.
doesn't know he knows magic.
Yeah,
That's the point.
That's what I said.
Trust me, I know magic items and magic, like out of character.
Yes, yes. We also have feather tokens, if that is something you'd be interested in.
I'm bored. Do you have anything that might make fire hotter?
Make it hotter?
Yes, fire. As my hand just glows.
She's gonna just like... Can you please put your flaming hand down?
Ah, yes, sorry. I was just showing you the fire. And he closes his fist.
Oh, yes. I don't think we have anything with that. If you're looking for trinkets, we do have, trinkets of... Well, we have trinkets of one of the city's greatest enemies, if that is something you'd be interested in.
And what would that be?
She walks behind the counter and pulls out what is very clearly a stuffed tiger, and then she pulls the head off it, and you realize the head comes off like Velcro. It's Sathar. You're looking at a plushie of Sathar.
And does it do anything, or is it just the head pop off?
Oh no, the head just pops off. We do sell complimentary spikes that you can mount it on, though, and she just gestures to a wall of iron spikes.
Are they small?
They're appropriately sized for the dummy.
Okay.
Are they cold iron?
Who knows?
And how much for the plushie and a spike?
I will sell them to you for 2 silver.
2 silver, 2 silver.
Definitely not cold iron.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right, and she bags it up for you.
Thanks.
You kind of see the spike just sticking through the side of the bag. She hands it to you.
And nothing else magical that you might have for, elemental stuff?
Well, I assure you that the feather tokens are very entertaining.
And what did it do?
Roll me a D100.
Oh, so they have more than just quals.
13. She pulls out a token that is an anchor with a feather on it. And she says, all you have to do is take this token and touch a boat or a ship, and for the next 24 hours it can't be moved by any means.
Damn it.
And how much is that?
Oh, well, we typically sell them for about 1,600 gold. But they are very powerful magic. I can show you another one if you so wish.
No, I'm good.
Alright, have a wonderful day, and do bring your patronage back again, whenever you see fit.
Yep, thanks.
Have a wonderful day. And you kind of head outside. And Ridley, when you walk outside, you walk right into the party who has been asking people where the fuck this child went.
Ridley starts pulling out the Sethar plushie out of the bag.
Ridley, I'm so glad we.
And puts it on the spike.
Ooh,
Oh,
what do
Sethar,
you
look at
have
this!
There?
You've really made a name for yourself here, haven't you, boyo?
So Thar's
Found a
gonna pull it
gift
out and go.
For the queen.
That's so cool. They got me so close.
Yeah, I got a gift for the queen.
The hands are the wrong way, though.
I'm sure she has many of those, Ridley.
Yeah, but getting
Does she
it
have
from
one
Sethar.
signed by Emperor?
That's the
From
trick, is
Sethar.
that the actual gift to the queen is that he's gonna give her a real one.
Literally like this, but in real life.
No.
You know, we
Ridley?
could perform a ritual to bind that plushie to Sathar. That way she could
You'd
tickle
need my
his
real name
fancy
for
whenever
that.
she wanted.
Jack, you would need my real name for that. Don't be
I have
silly.
it, remember? The Lich used it.
Oh, yes, of course.
Pull out a quarterstaff. I have a stick. It doesn't have a sharp end yet. We could put something sharp on it.
I love how he's like, you would need my real name for that. And I'm like, yep, and I have it.
Put the quarterstaff away.
Ridley, are you gonna? Do you want to try and mount that spike on the end of the quarterstaff, so you can just have Zeos carry around this tiger plushie?
As
Yeah.
a standard, that
I
would
just,
be
I'll
great.
pull out the quarterstaff and I just tie the.
Oh no,
Plushie
you can
with the-
literally mount it to it. You can mount the.
Oh, okay.
You can mount the stake to it.
I'll just stab it in.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Congratulations, you invented the spear again.
No. It's
Quarterstaff
small-
with metal spike on end equals spear. I'm
It's
sorry.
not that
it
big
just
of a
does.
spike.
It's a standard. No, it looks like a spear now. Looks like
Oh,
a
it does?
spear that you
Okay.
just stabbed this plushie through.
So, is the entire thing mounted or just the head?
Just the head.
So I was gonna go. I'd hold on to that. That's probably a collector's item. Do you want me to sign it for you?
Sure. They had a lot
Are-
of them in there.
How many of them have that signature?
Well, obviously none. What idiot would sign his own spiked plushie?
You'd be surprised.
Steven, if you want to do these plushies, I've been looking into plushes.
I don't want to stab him on the spike Sathar plushies. I'm sorry.
I want to cut.
I want to cut.
Alrighty, somebody roll me a D100.
I got it. $43.
Alrighty. Are you guys heading down the street?
Well, we need to figure out where our lodging is to be.
You see in one of Ridley's pockets is loosely sticking out a map that the guard handed him since he was the only one who was leaving.
I'll lift it off of him.
Are you even being sneaky about it? You just reaching to him, taking the map from him.
Does it seem like he's in a place where he would stop me?
Ridley, would you stop him if he tried to take your new map?
No, probably not.
Yeah, then I'll just reach down and grab it.
Your lodging is right beneath the T in Old Town. You can see where my little game master thing is.
Okay.
There. Oh, Game Master. Not the Twitch one.
Yeah, not the Twitch one. Right about here.
I say we go there and prepare for the evening. Probably take a rest as we're likely going to be awake a while tonight.
Oh, that's boring. I want to see if they have any interesting animals here.
It's still early in the day. If we rest now, come mid-afternoon, more things should be open that are going to be open during the day. And
Ridley, I know of a phenomenal exhibit. Assuming it's still here. You want to go see if it's open?
Sure, Grandpa, let's go.
Look, just because I'm older than your father and your great-grandfather and your great-great-great... It's going to take more time to explain this. I'm not your grandfather.
You want to continue saying that you're not a grandpa after all that statement?
Being old constitutes a grandfather?
by now, you're somebody's grandfather.
Let's not talk
Can't
about
deny
that.
it.
Okay, Now that I've seen the map and know the location, do I actually need the map to get there? Has the city's layout from what I see on the map changed?
Not in the
So
last
much.
not in the last 10 years.
Okay. I hand Sithar the map. Catch up when you want, I guess. Are you coming with me or going with them, Zeus?
I'll just go. I'll go hang out in the room.
Okay.
Alrighty.
When we get there, I will call for a messenger because I'm assuming the place is staffed with some sort of folk.
It looks like they just put you in a tavern.
Yeah. So I'll have the barkeep call for a messenger while I'm getting situated in my room.
Okay. As you are getting situated, a messenger from just seems like a random messenger
Courier
from
service.
town. Yeah. Knocks on your door.
Come in.
The door opens slowly and the messenger looks at you. Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Yes. I have returned to our wonderful town after a rather long stint abroad, and I'm looking to contact some of my old acquaintances. I
Oh.
have some messages for you to deliver and return. If they have a reply.
Of course.
And I hand him a ream of papers with names on them, like sealed envelopes.
Mm-hmm. He kind of
Um,
he kind of looks through the envelopes. He goes, "I got to inform you, sir. Some of these people have been dead for quite a long time."
Hand me those back. I've been gone a while.
He hands you like a solid 3/4 of the stack back.
Ooh. And this should cover it as well as return post. And I hand him 10 gold.
Absolutely, sir.
Expedience is key, my friend. Thank you.
All right.
I
Yeah.
await with bated breath.
Yeah. He takes off.
Yeah, 10 gold's a lot for a courier.
Yeah. He's
Like a lot of, like, I am now his best customer of the last year.
probably of his entire life.
Probably.
Sithar, Ridley, what are you doing?
Sathar is going to be talking this place up. As they're walking, he's going to, I spent days here. I brought my own popcorn, my own drinks. It was phenomenal exhibit. You would not believe the amount of time that I spent here, and just you're gonna have a blast, Ridley. I truly think so.
Excited.
And he's gonna walk around to where they host public executions.
Okay, when you get to where they normally do public executions, you see two men in the square standing on podiums, just screaming at each other about the basic tenets of the wizard group that they belong to. And they seem to be having quite the disagreement.
I was gonna yell over them and go, "Where are the executions?"
One of the people who's just watching this turns, looks to Sithar and goes, "Oh no, executions haven't been done publicly in quite a long time."
What about the gallows?
Oh, they removed those years ago.
Why? Those were some of the best features of the city.
Yes, well,
The
something
screams
about
kept me
them.
laughing for hours.
Yes, well, something about the morale of those who weren't turned.
Okay, Ridley. Apparently they got rid of it.
Ah, boring.
Mm.
Where to
You.
next?
He's gonna look at the dude who just talked to him and goes, is there a town nearby? Empty town, full town, doesn't really matter. I got like an outlying town, not obviously not the city.
There are several of them nearby.
Phenomenal. Can you point us to? He's gonna look at Ridley. Least populated, most populated. What you want?
Surprise me. Ooh, jeez. Surprise.
Let's go with least populated. Currently.
Oh, well, unfortunately, none of them are very populated anymore since the war started.
That's phenomenal news.
Is it?
Well. Anyways, where is this?
Oh, I suppose the closest one would be about 20 miles south.
How long is that on horseback?
About half a day.
Ooh, I don't think we can do that, Sathar.
You guys at least still have the shooting gallery with the prisoners whose heads are popping up.
This man is just going to look at you absolutely concerned.
What
Is there a
happened?
pet
to this
shop around
city?
here?
There's several pet shops actually. Yes, yes, and he seems much happier to be talking about something that is not the death of other people.
I'm assuming this...
There's a phenomenal pet shop in Ivy Crossing.
I just kind of like motioned to Sathar.
Would I remember Ivy Crossing from the last time I was here?
Uh,
Well, I saw the map.
yes,
saw the map,
but it was
right?
not called
Yeah.
it was not called Ivy Crossing last time you were here. But yes, you know what it is.
He also gave
about
the
where
bat
it's
back,
at.
right?
He
I thought he said he looked at it
gave
and
it.
gave it back.
He said he'd give it to Sathar.
Okay.
Which I mean, he'll
So
give it to
give
Ridley
him
if
out.
Ridley asks. Yeah,
I
he'll
was
just
just
he'll
saying, give them out
he'll
then.
take them there.
Okay. All right. So you take him to this you take him to Ivy Crossing and you very quickly find this pet shop based on the fact that you can see the pets running around almost freely inside this pet shop.
Your food seems to be escaping.
Food? That's not food.
They're not.
No.
I don't see the pets though.
The things that are running around.
Oh, there's one. He's gonna point to the shopkeeper.
No, that's a person.
Is that not what I said?
Never mind. as Ridley walks in.
You walk in, Ridley, and a very flustered human walks out and goes, "Yes, yes. How can I help you? Can I get you anything?" Welcome to the Crow Pet Shop, spelled CRO, not with a W.
Is that
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you lose it?
confusing?
Excuse me?
Did you lose the W?
Oh, no. We've just always been called the Crow.
I'm so sorry.
Well, yes, nothing to be worried about.
So I came here for slaves.
Excuse me?
Why would I come here for slaves? I'm here for animals.
Ah, yes. We have a large selection. Is there anything that you are particularly interested in?
Something small.
Ah, well, everything we sell here at the Crow is small.
Probably not crows though, right?
We sell ravens, not crows.
I'm so sorry about that too.
We also sell hawks.
Ooh, Sathar, should I get a hawk?
Sathar is gonna just be looking around the pet shop, like not convinced that there's no like people for sale in here, and he's just gonna pause for a second and go, "What type of hawk? Is it the type of hawk that picks up fire and drops it other places?"
Ooh, firehawks? Now you have
Yeah,
my
that one.
attention.
I'm unfamiliar with that type of hawk.
They pick up things that are on fire and they drop them in new areas.
Do you have a fire-based animal? One that is not a little exotic, you know.
An
Well-
exotic. We have parrots.
What is the price range here?
It depends on what you want.
What is your most expensive thing? And would you, hear me out before you say no, be willing to trade for a one-of-a-kind signed Sathar plushie?
Why would I want a plushie for the enemy of the kingdom?
He has a point.
I
To
can
take
I
home
can
to
go
your
buy
children?
one. I can go buy one for like a single silver.
I told
But
you.
not signed.
I'll tell you what.
By the way, enemy of the kingdom. What can you tell me the story of that?
Supposedly, well, he looked like you from the stories, but he angered the queen so greatly that
First off, don't just assume all of us look alike. Second off, go ahead.
It is you.
the story has
Satara.
picture books. Anyways, you angered the queen so much that she declared you an enemy of the kingdom, said were you ever to step back foot in, she would throw a feast and then serve your head on the main platter.
Oh, like tonight.
Fun. Anyways, Firehawks.
Yes, let's get back to the animal.
Of course they have picture books of this.
We don't have any hawks that are particularly trained with fire. Can I interest you? We have a very voracious hyena.
Ooh.
He already acts like Harley Quinn. Do not give him a fucking hyena.
How voracious.
It knows tricks. It stands on both of its legs all of the time and has murdered 3 of my assistants.
All of the time?
Animal.
All of the time.
That's just a knoll.
Does it have big claws?
It does.
Can it talk?
Does it speak
Not in
common?
any
Yes.
not in any language I've ever understood.
Is it chained up somewhere? Could we see it?
Well, you see out in the back in the open area where all the animals are running around. Yes, they are running from it.
Is it gonna poke his head out? Is it a werewolf?
No, it's a knoll. It came down from the north. Funniest thing.
Oh, look at that. It's the alpha. As I point out to it, chasing over the alpha.
It looks
How
back
much?
at you and just screams at you in a language you don't understand, Ridley. It is holding the leg of what you can assume to be one of these previous assistants. The man looks out and goes, "Oh, well, that's 4.
Fabulous.
How much?
How much would I have to pay you to get rid of it? I'll give you 10 gold.
He's gonna look at Ridley and
Throw in
go,
the
I
parrot
think,
too.
Well, no, that one I actually have to sell. I'll give you 10 gold to take it off my hands.
how much is the parrot?
5 gold. I'll give you 5 gold in the parrot.
Go look at Ridley.
It seems like a good deal.
Do you have chains?
We had chains.
Did it eat them?
Well, you see, there was a brief period where we had to take the chains off it because we were afraid it was going to gnaw through its own limbs to escape.
You've already made the sale. Stop selling. Just, do you have chains?
Yeah, do you have extra meat, like maybe human meat somewhere that we can feed this thing?
I'm sure there's.
He's gonna pat Ridley on the head and go, "Don't worry, I have plenty of that."
I'm sure
No,
there
I mean
are. I'm
extra.
sure there.
See that thing?
I'm sure there is most of an assistant out back.
How much for that?
You know, it'll save me cleanup costs. You can have the rest of him.
Phenomenal.
Would you two like to head through this door and meet your new pet? You can see a door that has very clearly been boarded up from this side.
What do you say, Ridley?
The parrot's back there?
Yes.
What are we waiting for? Let's go see the parrot.
They're running headlong into a knoll barbarian. God save them.
Alrighty.
All right. Yeah.
He lets you two into the backyard. You can see that this assistant has been scattered to the 4 corners of this yard.
This is gonna take forever to clean up. I'm gonna walk over and just grab his torso.
When you pick up his torso, Sithar, you hear a growl from behind you.
He's gonna turn around and go, "Hello."
Screams at you in a language you don't understand.
Message doesn't require language, does it?
It only
Oh,
works if you speak it if it speaks a language that you understand. Or if you speak a language that it understands.
Where's Monkey when I need him?
I know, right? Where's the talking stick when you need it?
I know. Sending. Screw it.
I think you also have to speak languages for sending.
Sending is it's in his mind. So it hears the message in its mind.
Wouldn't it be
Doesn't
in your
specific-
language?
Doesn't specifically.
No, I don't think you actually need to know the same language for one of them. I don't remember which one. They just need to speak a language.
Yep, sending doesn't require a language barrier. So you can use sending.
All right, I'm gonna use sending and say, "Hello, we are taking you to a land plentiful with human flesh. Would you the boy wishes to train you. Would you like to come with us?"
That was more
and
than
be-
25 words.
Damn it. Well, then it cuts off in the middle of it.
You hear a response that says, "Want human flesh. Start with boys. Understand."
He's gonna shake his head no, and then point. Can I respond again, or is it
Yeah,
just...
you can just keep responding to message.
No. He's your... How intelligent are you?
I not understand.
Okay. He will give you food. You
Sure.
attack whatever he says, and you can eat it all.
Attack whatever, eat it all.
Whatever he says, and he's gonna point to Ridley.
Pack boy, eat him all.
Okay.
He's gonna pull out his dried human jerky and throw him a piece.
This thing is going to smack. Just so you know, Sithar, you're tall. You're a pretty tall dude. This thing is 7.5 feet tall.
Well, he's still gonna toss it to him.
It smacks it down, and you just hear in your mind, torso.
Alright, he's gonna throw him the torso.
This thing doesn't even eat it. It just shreds it and throws it to all different corners of this room.
I could have made more jerky with that.
It just looks back at you and growls.
Oh well. Ridley, you ready? Do you have your parrot?
I don't know. Do I have the parrot? back here?
Ridley, you are just holding a very terrified parrot.
Yeah, got it.
Cool. They're gonna. He's just gonna walk back out into the opening, or into the shop.
This thing just goes back to tearing apart the back of the shop.
You don't mind if we leave this thing here for a little bit, right?
I absolutely do mind. I paid you, now take it.
Ridley, you want to go make friends with this?
Sure. Here, hold my parrot.
He's gonna hold the parrot and start trying to teach it words.
Why do I feel like Sithar would teach a parrot his name just just as a backup in case he ever got kicked back to the 9 hells so a parrot could accidentally summon him?
Yeah, but that around the group wouldn't be a good idea.
Like they would know.
Fair enough.
It's not like Raz pronounced it right.
True.
What words are you trying to teach this parrot?
I don't know. I'll figure that out after he makes friends with this Knoll.
Alright, Ridley, you head into the back and this thing just stops and turns and looks at you.
I'm gonna like put my hands out like like an animal handler, like trying to show that I'm
Like Chris
dangerous.
Pratt Velociraptor, just
Yeah, exactly.
it just begins to walk towards you.
Can I? I don't know if I can do this, but I'm gonna just do it anyway. Can I cast Animal Friendship?
The spell fails.
Okay, that's what I thought. Can I try Animal Handling?
You can try, but I can't guarantee how effective it's gonna be.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use luck.
Wait,
I'm gonna use luck.
Wait. Let me check. You guys might have a reroll. Nope, you don't. Okay.
I'm gonna use luck.
Ah, you motherfucker.
Nope.
Like, it's better than crit fail.
You're not wrong.
This thing just began. This thing, as you're holding your hands out, use animal handling. This thing just gets down on all fours and begins like you know this is stalking behavior. It is stalking you. As it just gets gradually closer and closer.
Ridley's gonna start glowing and yelling "Step back" as his hands start glowing, like with fire.
This thing is going to growl at you, and take a tentative step forward.
I'm gonna throw the fire towards it as like a warning throw.
Just smash it into the ground in front of it.
Well, I could throw fire, so
I know.
With the-
Just throw it
yeah.
in front of it.
yeah, right in front of it. Yeah.
It kind of reels back, and Sathar inside, you hear the shopkeeper say, "What is he doing out there?"
Oh, I'm sure it's fine. Jack is an asshole. He's just gonna keep whispering quietly.
Jack's an asshole!
Excellent. I can't believe you had a hard time selling the parrot.
Oh, I had a hard time selling the parrot for other reasons. Right, we're over here!
He's gonna go, oh,
Murder
this
the
is...
shit out of that bird.
Right, he's in the barrel!
Oh. Okay, do you have any more?
No,
You didn't buy a parrot, you bought a stool pigeon.
that's unfortunately the only parrot we have. Outside, Ridley, this thing is just pacing off around you, just at the edge of what it thinks your fire range is.
Can I use control flames to like make the fire expand?
Sure.
I'm gonna like try to like encircle it with the fire.
PT.
Okay, so you're trying... I'm just gonna have it make a dex check.
Coffee, it's okay if they were owned by a murdered party before. It'll make a phenomenal distraction.
It manages to kind of just like dance away. See, there's just kind of a line between you and it now, Ridley.
Or a great snack if it doesn't live that long.
Did you get a spray bottle?
This thing's
With
just
fire?
this thing's just growling at you from across these flames.
He already has a spray bottle. It's called his hands. They're fire.
You hear the shopkeeper behind you, Sathar, go, "Did he start a fire back there?"
Probably.
Right? Yes, he did.
Probably. Doesn't even look.
And the bird's smart. Tell me, bird, do you know of where they sell the people?
Right? We're pirates.
Can't win them all.
The funny thing is, there's a fair to middling chance, if I understand this world properly, that the Knoll speaks Goblin. In addition to Knoll, because they're related tongues and they tend to habitate similar types of places.
Ridley,
You know,
what is
please-
your next method of approach?
I'm gonna try to intimidate it by casting fear.
What's the save?
It is a 14 for wisdom.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see how he does. He fails. He is now cowering away from the flames in the back corner of this room.
Can I try to use animal handling again to sort of instill it?
You
guess.
can tell that the intimidation worked a lot better than the animal handling did.
I'm trying to train it, so I don't. Can I? Is that not a thing I can do then?
Well, they're human. They're humanoids,
You can train people. I'm pretty sure that's how children work.
but not with animal handling. You train them with intimidation, persuasion, or deception. If my parents were anything to go by, in hindsight, yes, roll animal handling.
Easy. Hey, shopkeep.
Oh fuck! God damn it. I want to use another luck.
Okay. Roll me another one.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Can't
god.
roll.
Well, it's better.
You kind of get closer to this thing, and it's just slinking away from you, trying to get further into this corner, which it's not succeeding well at, considering it's 7.5 feet tall.
I kind of snap and go, okay, let's go.
When
I,
you
like point towards the door.
do you kill the fire?
Yeah, I'll kill a fire.
Okay. Sathar, you say, "Hey, shopkeep," and he turns around and goes, "Yes," as this gnoll comes through the door, grabs him by the legs, and just slams him into the ceiling and ground repeatedly.
Do you sell frogs?
As he's getting fucking puny godded by a knoll, you're just asking him questions.
I'm gonna like follow him in with my hands on fire. What are you doing?
It just
Drop the
stops for a
shopkeep.
second, for like half a second, and you see the shopkeeper's eyes gradually going from like normal human blue to very, very deep red.
Drop the shopkeep.
He's gonna turn and look and go, "Oh, are you a vampire?"
You're just gonna watch as this shopkeep grabs this knoll and throws it across the room.
Oh, I apologize. I thought you were human.
You said you would take it.
Yeah, we're
Get it
working
out
on
of
it.
my shop.
Do you sell frogs?
I'm about to sell tiger pelts.
Well, that's not quite how my death works, but sure. Do you know
Use
anyone else
tiger
who
shit?
sells frogs?
Get out.
All right. What'd you name this one, Ridley?
The knoll is just kind of like trying to pick itself up on the far side of the room. It has gone through every shelf inside this place.
Oh, that thing? As opposed to the knoll?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Roger.
Well, can you tell Roger that we're leaving?
Hey, Roger, let's go. Like point to the.
The knoll stands up and starts walking carefully back towards the shopkeeper. Roger clearly does not understand the words you are telling him.
I.
More fire.
Yeah, I don't know what to do at this point. I'll continue yelling at him, I guess.
Can I combine two spells, PT?
In what way?
Sending and suggestion.
No.
Fuck.
That's a good idea.
Well, I had to think about how the spells worked for a minute.
I mean, he just has to understand me. I just need a.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure for suggestion he has to understand the language you speak.
Well, that's why I said, can I combine
why-
sending and suggestion?
Yeah.
Because then he understands me and is suggested.
Yeah, but
But
you
if
lose the
not-
somatic. I think he has to. I think from what I understand about suggestion, he has to understand the somatic component of the spell, which is the sentence you speak, which is vocal.
Totally fair.
I'm gonna raise my voice and go, Roger, Door, as I point towards the door.
It looks at the knoll, turns and looks at the door, and Sathar, you just watch it smile as it just takes off for the door.
Well, we got it out of your shop. Do you sell frogs?
The
Still selling the hawk?
the shopkeeper turns back towards you, and outside you hear screaming.
I'm sure it's okay.
Ridley will run out past Sathar.
When Ridley runs out, he's gonna go, oh, fuck, and turn around and run out and go, thanks, pleasure doing business.
When you walk out, you see people running in every direction, and the knoll is what appears to be like a butcher's stall, just shredding meat. And the parrot on your shoulder, Sathar goes, "Rah, we're in trouble."
Are we?
It's a fucking parrot. It doesn't know.
Well, Sathar's still gonna ask him.
The parrot just goes, "Rah, my leg!" and just pretends to fall off your shoulder.
Ridley, you have to give this parrot a name. This parrot's pretty cool.
I'll think about it.
All right.
Roger gets done shredding all this meat, and then, like, you watch him look around, and he looks down, and you just hear who you presume to be the butcher yell, "Oh God, please no!" as Roger just lifts a hand up.
Roger, no!
You watch the hand kind of pause.
Ridley will run towards Roger, shooting a little bit of fire out.
Are you just shooting it in front of him again?
Yeah.
Roll me a d20. 10 or above, you don't hit the butcher that's laying in front of him. 9 or below, you do.
Okay. He's
Oh,
good.
that hung on a 7 for way too long there.
I didn't see it. I didn't see that for me.
You watch as this fireball just sails over this guy's head, and Roger just kind of slowly starts to back away from him.
Bad Roger! As Ridley runs up to him.
Just growls at you.
I look towards the butcher that's on the ground.
He is standing up and running away.
Would you happen to know where... Oh, dang.
Does he look human?
Yeah, he does. He's out in the sunlight and he's not burning.
Sathar is gonna grab a handful of the meat and just, like, bread trail it in front of Roger.
Roger just kind of looks down and starts slowly picking up the meat and just...
He's gonna nod to Ridley to go grab some meat.
Yeah, I'm gonna just grab a couple extra beads. Drop a couple gold on the counter or whatever it is.
All right, are you
Sathar's
guys
gonna look.
bread trail
All right,
leading him
that's-
all the way back to the tavern?
Unless Sathar would know of somewhere to hold a dangerous creature in the city.
If only you had a ship full of mercenaries.
Yeah, we can take it back to the ship. That's fine.
All right.
Because mercenaries can handle this thing all the better.
While you guys are taking him back to the ship, Jack, you're still waiting on responses. Zeus, what are you doing?
I'm just chilling in my room. Yes, I don't really.
After I sent the messages, I would have called for Zeus.
Perfect.
Right. I walk over and would knock on your door.
Come in.
You called?
Yes. So, first and foremost, welcome to my home. Second, I've put out inquiries as to the location of your father. I'm waiting for return messages from some old acquaintances.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see how that turns out.
Well, him and I did run in the same circles. We had very similar jobs. I did some light murder and heavy information acquisition, and he did some light information acquisition and a fuckload of murder. Just so many
Oh,
dead people.
yeah. I was forced to come along for quite a few of his missions when I was young.
Him and
I got to,
I
wa- I got to
never
watch.
worked directly together, but we're aware of each other.
Then I did a couple, and then he disappeared. Haven't seen him since.
Also, I think I've developed a complication from something.
What kind of complication?
Form of dread.
Oh,
No, I don't say that.
oh.
I turn it on.
So what does that do?
Okay, so when I use Form of Dread, my eyes become sunken, and instead of the like pale black sheen they have, they glow very faintly red. My clothes look like they're draped in, like it looks like I'm wearing shadows, and I look like just a horrific undead monster of like nondescript origin.
Does Zeus have to make a save?
No, because I didn't attack him.
Got it. So Zeus, you watch as Jack transforms into this like undead looking creature.
Hmm. That looks like fun. Doesn't. When did this happen? This
I go
happened.
back and I pop my neck. I don't know. It's a thing I just realized could happen.
Oh.
Though it's draining to do so.
Well, I
It
think
didn't look particularly, how do I put this? Well, living. You didn't look like you were now at
Yeah.
all.
Well, and with my already pale complexion and everything, I probably look shockingly similar to a vampire.
yes, you do.
I just realized that.
You do indeed.
But while we wait for correspondence, what what is the last thing you remember of your father?
He gave me his final trial of becoming a full assassin, and then after I finished it, he never appeared again. So he was supposed to be there, and then he wasn't.
Well, even if we don't find your father, if you're looking to put the skills he taught you to good use, I can get you in touch with the right people and you will never want for work.
See,
Well,
Damn, Toko, that was cold.
he was off. Wow.
He was just off getting milk.
Wow. Wow. Anyway, for one, I'd have to continue getting back into practice of that because I took many years of, for one, spending time with my actual family since he, disappeared. And then started wandering to perchance maybe find him if he's still alive.
Well, it's on the table.
That does seem to be a possibility.
Alrighty. We're gonna wrap it there because it's 10 o'clock and I have finals homework to do.
Oh
Woo!
boy.
Fun.
Did everybody? Yeah, no. Fucking Coffee, that is accurate of what Ridley versus Roger looks like.
Yeah, I saw that instantly. I was just like,
Anyways,
It's good.
thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you to all our players. Everybody have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You satisfied
Absolutely.
with your new pet, Ridley?
Yes.
Parrot's fucking sick.
Parrot's pretty tight.
I like how the freaking devil is more enticed by the parrot than the blood-hungry Knoll.
We've come to an agreement for a name for the parrot.
Oh?
Would you like to say it?
Sure. Tattletale.
Accurate.
I like that.
Accurate. They're naming it Tattletale Coffee. Anyways, thank you to everybody for coming by, watching the stream. Thanks for hanging out. Catch us Thursday for the last AMA stream before it switches to every other week so we can run little 4-episode adventures in the interim. And thank you everybody for watching us. We will be back if you don't catch us on Thursday at 3 Central. We will be back on Sunday. Time pending. I will let you all know in the Discord because we might go for a longer session Sunday for Bit Scripts and Halfwits because we're missing the Sunday after that because it's Mother's Day.
Coffee, that Safar meme is fucking amazing.
Anyways, thank you to everybody for joining us. Be sure to, if you want to see more of this kind of content or you want to see some of your funny moments again, be sure to join the Discord or follow me on TikTok because I have one of those and I somewhat regularly post to it. And thank you to everybody for being here. Thank you to our players. We have Sathar, played by.
Mighty Orion, it's pleasure being here.
We have Ridley, played by.
Me, Justica.
We have Sir Jack Moriarty, played by.
It's me, Dave Levels Up.
And we have Zeos, played by.
The Minoru.
Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. I'm going to toss you guys over to D in Denial. And until next time, stay cool, stay in school, and stay techno. It says raid has been created, but the raid thing didn't pop up.
It's showing on my screen. You're just gonna have to wait for the timer to count down.
I don't
see
have
it.
mine set to automatically raid at the end of the timer.
Oh shit.
Oh, now I do. I had to refresh the stream.
Yeah, refresh your page.
Hopefully that'll work.
It should work. It worked for me.
It did work for me. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, stay cool, stay in school, and stay techno. We'll catch you then.
Bye-bye.